Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Lakelands Football Show. I'm your host, Sarah Spencer, and I'd love to introduce our guest, Beth Taylor, and she's the Greenwood School District 50 Director of Secondary Education.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me. I'm excited about being here this week.
Absolutely, and you have some coaching experience, don't you?
I do. I coached in Abbeville a few years ago, and I was the girls basketball coach, so I love being there and love being part of that community, and just really enjoyed every minute of coaching those girls.
Awesome. Well, you might notice we're short one person. Michael, our beloved sports editor, has the sniffles, so he's gone, so we're saving you from that. So we're taking over today.
Yep.
This is our time.
That's our time, right? I'm David Roberts, sports reporter. I'm sitting in his chair. I will be at Riverside Greenwood this week, so if you want to follow along, I'll be there with updates.
Okay, cool. Let's move into picks. All right, Greenwood Christian 2-6 at Kings Academy 0-8. What you think?
I'm going to have to go with Greenwood Christian. I really feel like that their record's much better than King Academy, and feel like they'll do a great job Friday night.
Yeah, and I actually spoke with Greenwood Christian's coach, Jolly Doolittle. They were at one point down 9 starters on like both sides of the ball. It was crazy. I don't even know how they managed to play a couple of games like that. But they've got some players back. I think they have 4 starters back this week, so I'm gonna agree with you for Greenwood Christian.
Wait, so you're not going to pick the 0-8 team?
No, as tempting as it is, I think I've got to go with Greenwood Christian. Okay, Calhoun Falls 2-5 at Ware Shoals 2-6. What you thinking?
I like Calhoun Falls. They've got the athletes, very good coaching, so I'm gonna have to go with them.
Okay, and we also want to wish Coach Fuller, Calhoun Falls' coach. He's a little sick right now, so we're gonna wish him get well soon. I think I'm actually gonna take Ware Shoals in this one. I think Ware Shoals has the offense to get past Calhoun Falls' defense. All right, McCormick 3-5 at Columbia 2-5. Oh, what you think?
Well, I was looking at the 3A school Columbia. I hate to say that over McCormick, but I feel like they're going to be the stronger team and bring it tomorrow night.
Well, they have 2 wins this season. Yeah, they have 2 wins this season, but kind of against bad teams, Johnson and Pelion. I think McCormick has a little bit of momentum. I think they pull it out. I got the Chiefs.
Okay. Dixie 5-3 at Whitmire 3-5.
Well, I have to say I love Dixie, and I'm a Erskine grad, so I love everything that they do. And I'm real proud of them. They also have a great kicker in Bradley Nichols, Brad Nichols' son from Emerald. So he's done a great job this season, so I'm going to pull for them.
You're just a real big fan of Due West, that whole area. And Whitmire's coming off that 42-40 overtime loss to Calhoun Falls. That's a tough one to bounce back from, so I think I'm going to go Dixie. We've got 96 2-6 at Liberty 5-3. What you thinking?
That's a tough one.
That is hard.
I'm going to have to go with Coach Doolittle, though. I feel like he can pull it out. He's getting the team turned around, and so I just feel like he's the guy Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Liberty doesn't give up too many points, but Doolittle, I think he can rally the troops. They had a huge win last week, Southside Christian, so I think they get it done this week too.
Yeah, and Liberty lost some quarterbacks in that Abbeville game, so that's going to be
a couple.
Yeah, actually more than one. All right, C.A. Johnson 1-6 at Saluda 6-1. What you think?
Well, I'm going to have to go with Saluda. Obviously their record is really good, and I didn't realize till this week that Coach Height, who was very famous in Abbeville, and the field's named after him, also coached in Saluda. So they inducted him into the Hall of Fame this week. So pretty impressive, great history, and I'm going to go with them.
There you go. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Saluda too. It's averaging about 36.8, almost 40 points per game. That offense is just unstoppable with Malik Brooks, so I'm going to go with Saluda too.
Yep.
Riverside 3-5 at Greenwood 7-1.
Well, I'm going to have to say Coach Pippin and the Greenwood Eagles. I have a little experience at Greenwood High and know some of that background as being principal there for 9 years, and I really have a lot of confidence in them, and they have had a great season. I'm very proud of what Coach Pippin's done with his Eagle team.
Yeah, absolutely, and not to take anything away from Greenwood, but Riverside's just not very good this year. 0-3 in region. Greenwood should be able to beat them pretty easily. The big thing for Greenwood is not beating themselves. They've been really good lately about not committing too many penalties, not a lot of turnovers, but they have the horses. They can get it done.
And it's been the past 2 weeks that they've had to kick a field goal, right, to win a game.
Yep, game-winning kicks against Malden, and then last week too.
So maybe this week it won't come to this.
Hopefully.
Maybe. All right, Malden 6-2 at Lawrence 4-4. What you think?
Okay, well, I was thinking Chris Liner and his Lawrence team. You can see just recently they're getting it together,
Yeah.
and they've had some success. And so I just feel like they're fighting, and it's going to be a tough game, but I'm going to pull for Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe this is for second place because Malden lost to Greenwood, which means Greenwood's in first place. So if they beat Lawrence, which is in second place right now, they hold the tiebreaker over Lawrence. So if you follow that logic, this
There's
is
a
a
lot
big
of
game.
calculus that goes into this.
Big game. So Malden can't afford another loss. I think they get it done.
All right, Emerald 2-6 at Southside 1-7.
Well, I'm going to have to say Emerald, and I just know they've got this new quarterback and young team, Luke Deal, and I think Coach Mack has got them together, and they're going to take care of business from this point forward.
I kind of agree. Luke Deal has such an arm. The only problem is getting that ball. He's almost too strong. He's got to get that ball down a little bit, connect with some receivers. Emerald's coming off a big 60-6 win over Carolina Academy. They finally played a pretty complete game in all aspects of the game. So I think I'm going to go with Emerald too. Game of the week: Abbeville 7-0-1. That's still weird. Southside Christian 5-3. What you thinking?
Well, I'm going to have to go with Coach Nichols and the Abbeville Panthers. I just know they're an outstanding team, and I think they're going to win tonight and the remainder of the season, so my money's on the Abbeville Panthers.
Yeah, and Coach Nichols actually said this is the first time he's played Southside Christian. So yeah.
Yep. Keep feeding the beast. Abbeville's a monster. I said it before, they're not going to lose another game. So
Right.
this it includes this one. So sorry, Southside Christian, but I got Abbeville.
Yeah, and Abbeville is giving up about 8 points per game, so I think that's where you want to be, right?
Coach probably isn't happy about that.
No, he's
Wants to
probably like,
lower
that's
that.
ridiculous. It should be 0 points per game. Shutouts every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below on YouTube or reach out to us. We love questions. Next week, we're going to have Faye Sprouse, the Greenwood School District 51 Superintendent from Ware Shoals. So we're really looking forward to that. And thanks for tuning in.